Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream again. Uh, a two-parter one this evening. Had to get this game set up to actually stream because I was expecting Driftland to take a bit longer to actually finish. I kind of expected the AI to be on the complete opposite side of the map than I was, instead of, in the middle. Anyways, this is Pyre, a gift from N. R. Rear. His name is weird. Love ya, N. Anyways, I've no idea what this game is, except that it's an RPG apparently, and from the creators of Bastion and Transistor. Bastion's another game I should stream sometime. Anyways, let's hop into campaign mode. New profile, I guess. I think I will stick with standard this time. I don't care. Well, why not? I'll keep that on. Commence! Hopefully N's actually there. Well, hello there, N. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. Three shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Downside, a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. None have been known to return from this forsaken land. Hey, Hannah, I haven't seen you in forever. Where you been? Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Commonwealth, a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. Oh, joy. So what you're telling me is I'm going to lose my voice pretty quick. Mask something? See? Right on schedule. What'd I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday, I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like she's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you are female. Interact to change this? Oh, hey! Presume nothing about... Okay. Yeah, I'm male, so I'll stick with that. Well, that sucks. I've missed you, Hannah. It seems he still is. Then stand aside. send him to a better place.
Simpariuntis.
He's a he? Can you people just tell?
Tereulios.
Hang on, the markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. But look at him. He is beyond our help, and we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed, the day grows dim. You have at best an hour.
Pistos.
Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns toward you and begins unfastening his mask.
Cogita perdeos damashe.
Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You are parched and he gives you drink. You ache and he binds your wounds. You hunger and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps.
Sina matuchem.
There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. Now come on. He is one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. I don't get why they even bother giving me an option when, I mean, there's only one option. Meh. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasps on her mask. You may call me Jodariel. Oh! She's David! I think I'll just call her Joda. Hannah, you should definitely make sure you come to the D&D stream tomorrow. They're great. She's the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Joda Real soon assists him. I said I was going to call her Joda, but I guess I can do Joda Real. Anyways. Is that a dog with a mustache? I think that's a dog with a mustache. Okay. Ow! That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. He is the smallest yet loudest of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can he do it? Hope so. I haven't asked him yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, you chum! Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? He is asking if you are a reader. Really? One who can derive meaning from text. I would hope I know how to read, considering, you know, I've been reading this entire frickin' thing so far. Anyways. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. Oh. Meh, I don't care. I will admit. You confirm their suspicions. There is no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days! Because it just so happens my associates and I, we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Rita, you still live thanks to us. We asked for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says.
Cogitenta.
Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Again, I get no real choice here, but they're offering me a choice anyways, of some sort. What are all of these things? Oh, odd creatures, okay. Hungry-looking creatures roost near some sort of attic. There is nothing you can do for them now. Oh, hey, I can clean up. There we go. And I can apparently knock on the door. Or wall. Oh, I can't relight that. Beyond lies the boundless downside. Even if you could run, you would not get far. Apparently. Intricate sigil. A symbol of some sort is set in the wagon's floorboards. You cannot sense its purpose. Can I break it by clicking it a bunch of times? Oh hey, random person. Lone minstrel. A figure sits very still in a corner of the wagon. Now is not the time to check on him. Apparently I can shake him though. Old raiments, colorful robes, and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. They really need to get somebody in here to clean up. I guess that's probably why they grabbed me. The Black Wagon's common room must be back there, though you do not feel very welcome now. This thing was not very big. Nowhere near big enough for all this. No achievements for cleaning their wagon for them. Yes, I'm purposely avoiding the thing I'm obviously supposed to be interacting with. One of several such heavy, ominous volumes. The exiles you met seem very interested in them. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes, bound in materials you do not recognize. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rites. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom. A homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8, as they align as shown. What? Okay. Arrive as a triumvirate. I'm not actually sure what that means. Clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book, oblige the voice that tells you more. Oh, cool. Finally! A game that actually does give us a much more clearer font to read stuff with. Because sometimes these games pick really, really awful text. Really awful. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as headwind gets your attention.
Chi sentirne?
Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. Well, I died.
Reader, dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Allo sei.
So, they do have voice acting. It worked. So it is true.
Oh my.
Yeah, but what now? And where'd the reader go?
Pere tusta.
He should still be out. He should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in him.
Barosta.
He could abandon us.
Ratanas.
He won't. You look upon the three of them from beyond as Hedwyn then calls out to you.
Audire te.
Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now, I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties and to do as Hedwyn asked.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh. Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
Okay.
The three must act as one.
Only one exile can move at a time, huh? Your exile's abilities are shown here. So, nothing? Strength until stamina is complete. I already did that!
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
Okay.
Yes, the exile Rookie has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time.
Banished?
His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Okay.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you.
Okay.
Cast your aura like a stone.
So I...
Correctly done.
correctly done.
Again. Just so.
Interesting.
A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength.
But that would get me banished.
Not quite. Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame.
I really don't get it.
Now snuff out the adversary's pyre, whilst yours yet burns.
Run away!
Rookie doused the adversary's flames. Too bad for that one. Beyonders banished to the last. Verily.
Okay. I guess I understand what's going on here a bit.
A stroke of luck is all.
How do I change characters? Seems to me like she would be the best one to use here. Oh, space switch.
What happened there?
Oh! Crap!
The orb quenches the flame.
Okay.
Now take it. All of the Beyonders gone. Deliverance.
I'm still rather confused, but...
Good.
Okay.
The right
I
is
think I've got
complete.
this.
There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
Okay, so I think I understand this now. Hey there, Ferret Master. Good to see you. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something.
Mainoras.
That was our way out.
Sundashe Miloshe.
So, now we just follow the stars, or what?
Torathoste.
Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Okay. Joda Reel leads you outside, where a clear night sky awaits.
Solishemta.
Now, show us, before the howlers catch our scent, where shall the rites commence? An ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. You gaze at the stars. Seek out your destination. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I'm guessing this.
Arazetema.
200 leagues due east, the Ridge of Gold. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Galanthanian yet bloom over those living in its shadow.
Concilia.
Great. Now we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste.
Indaratarios.
Then we had best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Joda Reel turns to you, studying you.
Damaririosta.
Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. Thank you.
Bravo Staffati.
What she means is, glad you have you aboard, chum.
Kereamios.
We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It is a lot to take in. Your fellow exiles await you in the wagon. Stop giving me false choices! I got an achievement called The Reader. Begin your quest. Did the cart just jump? That cart totally just jumped. You arrive in Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. One of the downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. Oh, he changed clothes. He is a dog with a mustache. And apparently a green tail. I guess that's where his name comes from. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate holed up in Hollow Root. I've got to pay a visit too, besides. Hey there, Zephyr. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hollow Root, the northern route to the Ridge of Gaul, goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. Fie on your associate. Best we head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. The southern route to the Ridge of Gaul goes through a humid area pocked with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfolds means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. Oh, gee, lovely.
Iteruvina.
And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Hedwyn listens for a while.
Loriomatas?
What if the reader settled this? He marks the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we'd best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing him along the way. Can we all live with that for now?
Yapi.
Yeah, sure.
Poderas.
If necessary.
Pistalium.
Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You may now choose a route toward your goal at certain junctures. Ricky knows someone here who owes him. She did not mention anything about finding rare flora. I have to side with the dog. I just have to. I mean, look at that glorious mustache. Why am I going backwards? As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Ruki stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey chum! Just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off if we head up further north. You received a plain parcel. You cannot tell what is inside. This can be sold at Slug Market. Certain types of luxury goods somehow find their way down to the downside. This is an interesting little thing so far. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gaul. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Page revealed the first exile, I think is what that said. The roving makeshift. Oh hey, there's more stuff in here now. Hedwyn's cooking tins. What passes for cooking supplies in the downside. Hedwyn does most of the cooking. Hedwyn is currently donning his raiments, apparently. I just cleaned this freaking wagon, and it's already got more cobwebs. For the love of all that is holy. There. Let's clean again. A drive imp? Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the black wagon along. The Book of Rites describes the need for such a thing. Okay. He seems to have something on his mind.
Frati.
Hey, chum! Appreciate you taking us up through Hollowroot back there.
Me proxesilan.
About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market? Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. You didn't say a single thing about that! Grr! crude trading post found in the downside. Commonwealth contraband sometimes finds its way to the downside, where it is traded and sold. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good chum's decision, right? Jodoril says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject.
Soldiamente mal.
Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them soon go about rummaging through the raiments and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. Greentail family portrait. A reasonable likeness of a younger Rookie with his mother and uncle. You observe the ladder leading to the locked enclosure above the wagon. The wagon's centrifuge must be up there. Its drive imps stare down at you with big, wet eyes. Your fellow exiles' living quarters are functional, but little else. Can I clean that? No, apparently I can only wipe through it 1,000 times over. You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon, bearing some sort of stringed instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask about him now. I'm sorry, but if I'm with a group of people, I want to know who this weird minstrel guy sitting in the corner, seemingly almost dead, is. You observe the masks and robes whose old engravings and embroideries suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. Shush! In the common room, you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths toward enlightenment in the rites. His race is a nomad? Outrider. They ensured the high-wing remnants never flew far from their mountain nests. Those who served on the blood border were taught to always watch the skies. It says Lenoriel. But when I hover over it, it says unknown. Strange. Oh, she is a demon. Former men and women who survived in exile long enough to be transformed by it. I guess they've got a lot of depth to this game, actually. Where do I get his bio back? Ah! Kerr. Swift, dog-like creatures known for their loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. The Alpha Chiefs would later say that their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. Dealing with contraband for long enough can lead to making many strange acquaintances. What remains now of the fallen empire's old and tarnished currency is still of value to some. It keeps saying, it says they're Astralstein, and yet I hover over it and it's unknown. Supposedly. Oh, only talismans, I guess. Whatever those are. I'll just open the Book of Rites now. Oh, I am looking at the... Oh, page 2 would be this one. Okay. I was like, well, where's page 2? The first exile. In the words of Golgalanthinian, the Master General. You know perhaps the thrice-cursed name of Soliam Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Soliam Mur a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the 8th. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. Oh, they didn't actually share his story. Nope. I guess I gotta exit this. And probably commence the light! As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set, however, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here! What a bunch of idiots we are!
Satan ras.
If we traveled all this way for nothing,
Cognare munca.
I don't think we did. Look up. The goal of each rite is to extinguish the adversary's pyre using the celestial orb.
Freedom! The stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Gaul at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others, also clad in raiments. Your adversaries in the rites.
Simquagre.
Everyone ready? Let's hope so.
Tumaga versen.
But still, be still, we have a visitor. the one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. The name of a triumvirate in blue. It seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves, save for the man robed in gold, who unfastens his mask.
Die ganze Schnall.
Surprised to see old Lendl again? I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. He is the apparent leader of the Exile triumvirate you encountered at the Ridge of Gaul. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to dash my hopes. Now, I and the accusers shall repay that affront. Yeah, no, we don't. Not one bit. Oh well. It is time. From the shadows you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand.
Begin! Banished in an instant.
Oh!
'Twas dangerously close. Have the accusers underestimated you?
I win!
Banished.
Kind of more like vaporized.
Away with them. Bask in the purified
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil in rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
Saventusta.
We have rattled them. They mean to draw us out.
Arunca.
And we'll just have to run more circles around them.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
She's so slow! Can I cancel this?
A daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. My.
Stop! Not what I wanted to do.
See it coming.
Ha 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 ha! They are the dead.
Once more like that, and we are finished here. Quite the close call there, no?
Yeah, that was very close. Oops.
That one almost got through.
I kind of like this gameplay. It's simple but fun.
And it is done.
Boom!
You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
I got the achievement Untouched Flame. Prevail in a right without your pyre taking damage. Yeah, I know I can jump. I just... meh. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exile Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
We have withstood worse nights than this, though few as strange. Choose a mastery for Jodariel. Oh wait, he said it was Jodariel? Is that what her name is? Yeah, I'm sure it's can get really difficult. Okay, so Sins of the Fallen Emperor, Rights Masteries, enhancing a demon's strength and physical prowess. Rights Boons of the First Exile, Spirit and sheer force of will. After banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all her stamina. After using her rush to lunge forward, Jodariel can rush again right away. Ooh. Oh, that
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night sky, you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward.
Smadonashe.
Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real, and we're in.
Deliosta.
The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free.
Consilta vidias.
Until we are free.
Consilta vidias.
Until we're free. Here, here. Sounds fine. Might as well let be us instead of Lendell back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you.
Ligoratus.
Reader, come with me while the stars are still out. Oh, come walk with me. Sorry. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up.
Qui sentirna.
You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Well, hey there, Prism. Good to see you again. Hedwyn wishes to know if anything is troubling you. But why? Mine is obviously the best. I'm gonna ask why he was exiled. You ask Edwin what he did to get sentenced to living in the downside. He maintains eye contact and his smile.
Some terrace.
Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that, and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons toward the fading dark above. Oh, I could only ask one question? Really? Well, that's dumb. Ah! Stop! There we go. Jomur, the Dusk Star. The Dusk Star burns bright over an ancient spring in Jomur Valley. Was that a meteor crushing a scorpion?
Kira fasita.
I think that was a meteor crushing a scorpion. That's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others.
Peleo santa.
How's it going, Rookie?
Si magquagre.
Imps fed, wheels clean.
Certabase.
Status, Jody?
Guron Salashe.
No sign of howlers. Everything is secure.
Gratiam.
Good. Then get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jomira. At dawn, we're off. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence there. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. Who is the Alpha Chief? You find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon.
Chissà, frati.
Hey, chum! No, it's good having somebody else around here besides those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say...
Esa.
What I mean is, He hesitates, trying to find the words. Ugh! Look, what I'm trying to say is, you sense something serious is troubling him. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot.
Moliocean.
It's about my mustache.
Asim pedar.
I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know,
Se fam.
unscrupulous? Ruki wishes to know if you think his mustache suits him. What do you guys think? Should I tell him to cut it off or keep it? Three hours later. Oh, delays are no fun. If anybody's even listening. well, being honest definitely makes him look untrustworthy. However, I do like the mustache. I'll tell him he probably is better off without it. You suggest that Ruki might appear more presentable without the mustache. He stares up toward the ceiling for several moments and breathes a sigh.
Snap.
I'll be right back. Then he scurries away. You hear him making quite a racket for a while.
Avestarti?
Just had to go take care of something real quick, chum. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got to go check the wheels again for mites. He bounds off out of the wagon. Ruki gained +1 hope for the next ride. Oh. And once again, the cobwebs are back. Ugh. Oh, Jody's throw rug. Fashioned from a howler's hide, sends their ilk a clear message. Jodario says not to step on it. I guess they're doing laundry. Okay. Exit and... I think I'm going to take this particular one in parts. Smaller parts than most of my other streams, though. I'm giving up. This thing won't stay clean, so I'm not going to bother cleaning it. Anyways. I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys very much for joining me this evening. Sorry the streams were a little short. This particular game is something that I don't want to take in too large of a section, if that makes sense. But anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch if you can. That helps a lot. What helps even more is sharing the video and the stream with your friends. So please do so. Also, check out the description. We've got a Telegram channel for where I will post when I'm streaming. I also have a Discord for just the gaming community as a whole, as well as, of course, posting when I'm streaming. So join those, and I hope to see you all back here tomorrow for Fists of Furry D&D at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for joining me, guys.